You want to hurry this up, Clark? I'm freezing my baguettes off.
250 strands of light, 100 individual bulbs per strand for a grand total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights.
Hey!
25,000.
Well, I hope nobody I know drives by and sees me standing in the yard staring at the house in my pajamas.
If they know your dad, they won't think anything of it.
Fire it up, Dad!
I dedicate this house to the Griswold family Christmas.
Oh.
Drum roll, please. Drum roll.
Welcome to episode 9 of the Mitten Men. Chris, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, Brian. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yes, Kwanzaa. Season's greetings. Happy holidays.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us.
It's the holiday season, Chris. We're here. We told you we were going to come around for, Christmas or the holiday season.
New Year's Eve.
Winter Solstice.
Doomsday.
Well, that didn't happen.
It didn't happen. The Mayans are wrong.
They're wrong. Well, just like Y2K, nothing happened.
Yeah, and just like,
The sun came up, the sun went down.
It reminds me of that song.
What song?
The sun goes up, the stars go down. Or reverse the sun going up and the stars going down. Never mind.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm not familiar with that song. I don't know what kind of children's songs you were learning. I'd hate to know what some of the Christmas songs or poems you knew.
You know, I grew up Baptist.
Oh, really?
I did.
I didn't know that.
I'm lying.
Oh.
Oh, my mom was a Baptist. My dad was Catholic. Neither of them practiced.
Oh, so how did your Christmases go?
Pretty good. I got spoiled.
Well, I mean, what were your traditions?
Christmas tradition was, we'd order pizza on Christmas Eve, watch a movie, act like we go to bed, but we couldn't go to bed.
Right. I always had that problem too.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it would drive me nuts. I would have the worst insomnia on Christmas Eve
Fuck
night.
yeah.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I remember one year, I kept telling my mom, because the year before, I could not fall asleep. It was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my mom leading up to the next Christmas, she let me take a little sip of NyQuil that night. It worked. It worked like a charm. Got to sleep, woke up, opened all my presents. It was great.
When we were adults, when we were all home for Christmas, we seriously slept until noon. And my mom got really depressed that day that we weren't up at like normal 5 a.m. waking everybody up.
Yeah, we had that at my house one year too. Moms always get upset when
they do.
The childhood traditions just aren't on anymore. But it's fine. It's fun to kind of make some new ones now that you're all older. Like,
just like that.
Yeah, like that's a good one. Let's just sleep in. Let's just take it easy. We'll open gifts when we feel like it.
Or open gifts on Christmas Eve, if you believe in that.
Right? Yeah, that'd be even better. We could just open our gifts, all have love, maybe drink a little, and then just sleep till we wake up the next day. That sounds like a good Christmas to me.
Not to get off subject.
Okay.
I remember one year, my little brother, we're all sleeping in my older sister's bed, all excited and shit. And we heard something on the roof. And we all got excited. Me and Adam, my sister old enough, she obviously knew.
Was it a clutter?
Yeah, no, seriously, dude. It was a trample and clatter on the roof.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Is that how you described the sound?
Yes.
It was a trample and a clatter.
Even I, old enough to somewhat know, I mean, I got excited. I thought, oh my God.
Right.
My little brother Mikey got so scared he started crying. He thought Santa was on the roof.
Oh man!
It turns out we have trees that hover over the roof, and the snowdrift fell off onto the house. But my brother, he was clutching that blanket, just crying, bawling.
When I was a kid, I remember this. This is like probably one of the last years I believed in Santa. We were driving back from my grandparents late on Christmas Eve. and we lived out in the country, so it was really dark, and I saw this red flash in the sky, and I was convinced that it was Rudolph. And I was like, Mom, I saw Rudolph right there. And like, I look at it years later, I'm sure it was just one of those, like, radio antennas,
Do you remember how she played it?
She was like, yeah, it might be, Brian.
Did you ever, when the internet got founded and it was all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember NORAD? They could track Santa?
Yeah, that's right, Santa Tracker.
I was doing that shit.
Can you still write snail mail letters to Santa where he responds?
No.
No, I was just probably... I always felt bad when I got older and realized, Santa didn't exist.
One year, my little brother
I felt bad for the guy... No,
letter.
let me finish on this one. I felt bad for the guy that had to sit in the post office and write all the letters back to the kids who were writing letters to Santa addressing them to the North Pole. I hope he got holiday pay for that.
How much would a stamp be for the North Pole, realistically?
I don't know. I can't tell you the last time I bought a stamp. Who sends mail?
I don't pay bills, so I haven't sent any mail since.
I pay bills, but even those are online, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how mail's still working. It's all junk mail. I can't. The last time I got mail was when I renewed my driver's license. I'm like, oh, I got mail. Holy cow.
Last time I got mail was when I got my Batman costume.
Oh, that's right. We got to put pictures of that up on the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm. I've actually been thinking about it. If we ever go viral and do a video, maybe I'll wear it for a show or something.
Oh, that'd be good. You know who would like that?
Who?
Mitten Men superfan and supervillain.
I think it's supervillain.
James N. Powers.
Mr. Powers.
Mr. Powers, still a big fan of the Mitten Men.
The Mitten Men, yes. I'm a big fan.
James M. Powers.
Brian, Chris, welcome to my humble abode. What do you say? How do you say it? Abode?
Abode.
Oh.
It was close.
Brian, Chris, welcome to my humble abode.
Yes.
Make yourselves at home.
Would you care for a cocktail? Tell me about your next episode. James, we're just kidding. We love you.
Well, I'm frankly scared. I'm not gonna lie. I played Words with Friends with this guy.
Oh man! Don't tell me that you've got another conspiracy on this one.
James M. Powers is indeed a supervillain.
Are you still watching conspiracy theories?
You think you know the whole story? Think again.
No, I have not, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Did I finish? I let you finish your cock and bull story about the fucking mail office. Or did you work at a post office? I never knew that.
No, I did not work at the post office. Something similar, but that's a story for another day.
Oh, God. Anyway, yes, James M. Powers.
We love James. He's our biggest fan, probably.
Yeah, it's like
he's always there on the Facebook page, always commenting on stuff, talking with us, like more of you should be doing.
And James, I love you to death. When I'm bored, I find myself talking to you. But he is like the other sister.
The other sister?
Yeah, you ever see that movie?
I don't think so.
It was Juliette Lewis. She played a special needs.
I don't see where this is going.
I don't either.
All right. Well, enough about superfans and childhood stories, Chris. It's headlines, but it's going to be a special holiday headlines.
Oh, like what?
Well, let's have to find out on headlines.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's the Mitten Men Show. It's time for the curtain. It's time for the headlines. And fun facts and funny stories. Wacky news. Listen to us talk about the
You know, besides AIDS, that's the number 2 killer.
TB?
Yes. I took an apocalypse quiz last night on Xbox Live. And apparently I'm not prepared.
All right, Chris, happy holidays. What's the holiday headlines?
The holiday headlines. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, I got this one.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas story? Remember how every year CBS or ABC would always show these those Christmas movies like Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Probably Charlie Brown was my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Depressed much? Seriously, dude.
Depressed much?
Yeah. Charlie Brown Christmas and a Garfield Christmas. Every time I watch it, I want to blow my brains out.
I don't really remember the Garfield Christmas.
All I remember with the Garfield Christmas is the grandma lost her husband, and she would sit in the rocker chair on Christmas Eve and just stare out the window.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes. And when Garfield come over, he'd just sit in her lap and make her happy. I used to cry as a child watching that.
What does this have to do with the first headline, Chris?
What this has to do with is Frosty the Snowman, Brian.
Oh.
One of my favorite Christmas movies, Fables, Tales,
Frosty!
Corncob Pipe, and a button nose.
Yep.
And what was eyes made out of?
2 eyes made out of coal.
Yes. Well, he was arrested.
Oh, no.
He was arrested in Chesterton, Maryland.
Before he melted?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
So how was he... So wait a minute, what was Frosty arrested for?
Well, let's go.
Okay.
Who says Frosty the Snowman has to be jolly, Brian? A man in a Frosty the Snowman costume was arrested Saturday during the annual Christmas parade in Chesterton. Apparently Maryland has a parade on Christmas.
Okay.
On the Maryland's eastern shore. He's accused of shuffling with police and kicking at the police dog.
Why was he... Wait a minute, I missed it. What was he arrested for?
He was arrested for shuffling with police, which means probably arresting or resisting arrest.
Shuffling?
Shuffling. It says here he's accused of shuffling with police.
Not scuffling?
Oh!
Oh, boy.
Can I just say something?
We're off to a rocket start.
Guys, we've had a lot of Christmas cheer.
Yes.
Okay.
Kids, do not go shuffling with the police.
He's accused.
They don't take kindly to shuffling. You walk next to police, jog maybe even. You do not shuffle with police.
Holy shit. I'm retarded. So yes, Brian, he's accused of scuffling with police and kicking a police dog, a canine unit.
Kicked a dog?
Yes.
Was he drunk?
Sergeant John A. Douglas tells the Star Democrat of Easton that the 52-year-old, he's 52, mind you, dressing up as Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
Kevin Michael Walsh became... Ooh, they use his middle name and last.
Well, maybe
I thought they only did it to assassins.
Maybe that was his full name. Kevin Michael.
Kevin Michael Walsh.
Kevin Michael, go to your room.
I don't know what to say to that.
Kevin Michael, eat your dinner.
But Mom.
Kevin Michael, don't backtalk me.
Anyway.
So he got Kevin Michael Williams got drunk before the parade. Must be
Kevin Michael Walsh.
Kevin Michael Walsh. Sorry.
Okay. He became agitated when a dog handling officer tried to escort him away from the crowd.
Wait, so was he watching the parade or was he in the parade?
Judging by this picture, I'm guessing he was a character in the parade.
Okay.
Okay. Unless he's some freak that dresses up in a snowman costume and watches the annual Chesterton, Maryland Christmas parade.
It's the Chesterton parade. Get my Frosty costume out.
Oh, honey, I'm going to be Frosty. What are you going to be?
Mrs. Claus again? Okay.
Mrs. Naughty Claus. That's what
right.
Not me, but that's what I want my wife, spouse, girlfriend to be.
Yeah, that's going to be next. I mean, we've already slutted up Halloween. Why not Christmas?
Mm-hmm. Or Easter, for that matter.
Yeah, hey.
Valentine has fucking horror wren all over it.
St. Patrick's Day.
Don't get me started. Walsh told the AP, for the retards that listen, the Associated Press, that he has dressed as Frosty in the parade for at least 10 years, Brian.
10 years?
10 years. That's almost a decade. That is a decade.
First incident.
Is that a decade?
Yeah, 10 years. That's a decade.
He says he was wrongfully arrested. He says an officer hassled him after he remarked about the police dog's presence. The dog was a part of the parade.
Okay. Quit stealing my spotlight. I'm Frosty.
I guess the kids were petting the dog and not paying attention to Frosty the Snowman, who's got some sweet kicks, mind you.
I
Yes.
can melt here, kids. Pay attention to me, not the dog.
He says he became agitated only after getting arrested.
Huh.
But that contradicts what he said about...
Well, why was he getting arrested? I still don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Did he?
He must have actually went up to the officer saying, why is this dog in the parade?
And then he kicked it.
And then he started shuffling, and then he kicked the dog.
Frosty, stop that shuffling.
Oh my god.
You know us police officers hate shuffling.
You know what he needs?
What does he need?
I don't know.
Some shuffling shoes?
He needs something in that corncob pipe. He needs to chill out.
He needs to mellow out a little bit.
You want a little trivia?
Sure.
In the Frosty the Snowman cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
what was the name of the girl that befriended him?
Oh, man. I don't remember, man. I really didn't watch him that much.
Starts with a K. Do you remember the magician?
Katie?
Nasty, nasty, nasty.
Yes.
It was Karen.
Karen. Nope, don't remember. Good question, though.
Okay.
Now you got that character stuck in my head.
Nasty, nasty. Do you remember him? He was like,
Yes.
he had that fucking.
You just always hated him so much.
We trapped him in the greenhouse. He was so proud of him.
Yeah, I know. Jeez. Man, I haven't seen that in so long.
It's awesome.
Ugh. All right.
He was a pedophiler, Frosty.
Well, and a hater of dogs. What's the next story, Chris?
The next story is...
Let's spread some more holiday cheer with some headlines.
Holiday cheer. Ooh. Florida judge or Louisiana judge.
Oh, okay. It's all down south.
He says it's okay for a Louisiana woman to apparently flip off her neighbors in a holiday lights greeting.
Wait, did you say flip off?
Flip off finger. She can flip finger in holiday lights. The headline says judge.
This is the last story we got to get through.
Basically, Brian, judge says it's okay for woman, says that she can flip finger in holiday lights.
Okay, so what you're saying is she has Christmas lights arranged so it looks like a middle finger's flipping people off?
Yeah.
Well,
You want to hear the story?
yes.
Okay, so in New Orleans, a Louisiana woman ran afoul of police when she gave her neighbors an unusual holiday greeting, hanging Christmas lights in the shape of a middle finger.
Nice. Where is her holiday spirit? Oh, she's got plenty of it.
Sarah Childs.
Sarah
You
Childs.
are brilliant.
It's Julia Childs. evil twin sister.
She's my lovely, lovely daughter, Brian.
Yeah.
Sarah Childs was in a dispute with some of her neighbors.
Sarah Childs says, fuck you and Christmas. Anyways.
But it says here she was in a dispute with her neighbors in Denham Springs. It might be some kind of parish in New Orleans. It's just east of Baton Rouge. She decided to send a message with her decoration. Neighbors complained, and police, Brian, actually threatened to arrest her.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, they don't take kindly to that stuff down south, do they?
No, they don't. So I guess apparently she and the American Civil
Liberties Union?
The American
Who are
Civil
you right
Liberties
now?
Union of Louisiana decided to sue the city of New Orleans. The ACLU.
ACLU, yes. And they won, because the judge said she could keep it up.
Yes, apparently a judge ruled in her favor Thursday.
Freedom of speech. Man, Festivus should adopt the middle finger Christmas lights.
What's Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us? You are not a Seinfeld fan.
You know how I feel about that.
I think you need to watch it again. But Festivus was created by George's father.
I know, but Brian, I don't get Jewish humor. That's Seinfeld, right?
Yeah, probably. So
I got Jewish friends, but I don't get it.
You're not a Woody Allen fan then either.
Not true. You ever see Deconstructing Harry?
Yes.
Love it.
Woody Allen's Jewish.
So, what do you want from me, Brian? I'm Jewish, and I direct movies, and I like to have sex with my adoptive daughter.
How was
That's why Woody Allen impersonation is horrible.
How was your Hanukkah been, Woody?
It was great. You know, the first day I got socks. The second day I got fruit. Just traditional stuff, you know?
Yeah. That'll work. That could work as a Woody Allen impersonation.
Anyway, I really like Asian women. I can't help myself.
I really don't care for Christmas.
I don't. It's really ridiculous. It's a capitalism thing, you know. It's like something that I'm forced to do. Like I gotta go shopping and get gifts. It's really a pain in my ass.
Now, excuse me while I go spin my dreidel.
And make a movie about something that no one gets about. It's full of inside jokes only I get.
Happy holidays. Chris, I've heard some good news.
And what's that?
It's been a while, but I hear your favorite segment is coming back. We have a Skype interview.
We have a Skype interview?
Yeah, we have a caller.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. Someone's available when we're recording, and it's been a while since we've done an interview. What are you going to... Do we need to set safe words? What are you going to do to prepare?
I want safe words. Can I get at least 30 minutes? I want to shower.
Okay.
I want to make sure I have a good bowel movement.
Right.
I want to maybe go to the sex store, get some poppers, call my guy, get some crystal meth. We're going to turn this bitch out.
It is my holiday gift to you, Chris.
That's awesome. I'm going to keep my eyes open the entire time.
Random Skype interview of the week coming up next on the Mitten Men. Happy holidays!
Woo.
Sing along.
Well, Chris, it's been a while, but we finally have a Skype interview.
Yep, that's my favorite part. I'm lubed up. I am putting my blindfold on. I got the ball. Well, it's almost in my mouth, Brian.
Yes, safe words have been established.
They have been.
Who do we have this week, Chris? I'll let you do the intro.
This is the first time ever. Actually, I have the list.
I gave you the list. It was great power I gave you this time.
Well, thank you. With great power comes great responsibility.
What was that? All right.
Well, we got Mel. From it doesn't say, but we have Mel. Mel, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
She's here, Brian.
There's like a jingling in the background. What is that?
What's that about?
You don't want to know. You know, some things are just it's Saginaw. You know.
Oh no! So this is Mel from Saginaw.
Are you being careful? Are you protected? Are
I'm not
gunshots
scared.
following the jingling?
You haven't met me, but I'm a pretty scary person.
With everything that's going on, and since you're obviously living in Saginaw, are you wearing your Kevlar?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I have 50 guns on me all the time.
Well, problem solved.
And your NRA membership card, I hope.
Oh no, it's all illegal. This is Saginaw.
Oh,
Get real.
so it's like Mad Max there.
Yeah. It's the world's supposed to end yesterday, right?
It didn't.
Well,
No.
It's still going on, I think.
No, I mean it's over with.
Yeah, we're
It's
alive.
done.
Wow.
We survived, but
Another
a lot of people in Saginaw were hoping it would end.
I was hoping it would end.
You know, I got a lot explaining to do to my landlord.
Oh no.
And a lot of rent to make up.
Yes. Yep. I got a lot of bills to pay now. That sucks.
End of the world
Yeah.
party, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, now,
Went to the bar.
now just a big mess.
No, yeah. I mean, people are still rioting. Saginaw. I mean, it's not different from any other day, but
You don't know what I did last night?
what?
Well,
Sure.
all right. No one's jumping the gun to hear.
We're on the edge of our seat, Chris.
Well, I thought the end was near, so I was having a lot, and I mean a lot, of condomless sex.
Happy holidays.
I was fucking, well...
Well, yeah. Was that pun intended?
But yeah, you know, I was doing it. Bring us the figgy pudding.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to be metaphoric,
Okay.
if that's a word.
Well, Chris is having plenty of sex.
Mel, what do you do in Saganasty?
Well, you know, I'm not a social butterfly. I hate people.
So do I.
And so I mostly walk around the mall and give people dirty looks. That's a good time. I judge a lot. I go to churches and just judge them.
You go to churches just to judge? But that's what
just to
everyone else
judge
does.
them. Yeah, but they don't like it when you're judging them. So I like to turn the flake a little around them.
Is this part of your Christmas traditions?
Oh, yeah. I don't
So-
like coming home, so, you know, gotta
So-
kill time.
Do you give dirty looks to the Salvation Army or
Oh, no, that's funny.
the change collectors?
My little brother and me today, I told him, I'm like, if they say Merry Christmas to us, tell them Happy Hanukkah. And I was like, and look very offended when you do it.
That's awesome.
And so we walked into Walgreens, and the lady at first said, "Oh, hi." We're like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." And we walk out, and she's like, "Have a Merry Christmas." And my little brother's like, "Happy Hanukkah."
What did she do? What did the lady do?
She just looked at us like, "Oh my god." And I just kept looking at her like she really offended us. Like, I even slammed my car door when I got in. So I'm a Grinch. I enjoy destroying Christmas spirit.
They are worse than homeless people.
They are.
No, and the best part is they're at the door, they're ringing their bells, and you try so hard not to make eye contact with these people.
It's impossible. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
They get right in your face and they say, "Merry Christmas."
They're worse than those people that like are in the middle of the mall that want you to sample whatever they're trying to sell in that little cart. Like, at least those people get that, like, no eye contact means you want nothing to do with them.
Mel, it sounds like you hate life and you do not get the true meaning of Christmas.
I don't. What is it? I mean, I've been told I went to Catholic school. I learned that, you know, this kid was born in, like, from a virgin, as they say. Yeah, right.
Can you imagine?
This kid, I assume that you're talking about our Lord and Savior.
Can you?
Whatever his name is.
Our.
Jesus,
Yeah, right.
right?
Can you imagine when Mary told Joseph that? Joseph, I know we're married, and I said I was a virgin, but I'm pregnant.
God knocked me up, you know? So,
Oh, God did it!
it's cool then. It's cool.
Nice excuse, Mary.
And then, like, you know, Joseph had to raise this kid as God just jerks off doing whatever. And I mean, it sounds very familiar to a lot of people in Saginaw.
Everyday life in Saginaw or
It is, you know? Not in all America. Just certain parts I don't want to, you know, point out. But just saying.
Poor America.
Poor America. Minorities.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever.
no, I know plenty of white trash that are just as bad.
Oh, white trash is different.
How is it different?
They don't come up with awesome raps. And ICP does not count.
I'm no juggalo.
What about Eminem?
Oh, Eminem's just a disgrace.
White
He's
trash
not white
doesn't rap,
trash.
though. They sing country music.
They do?
Yeah,
I don't know what white people do, so...
pretty much the same
So I
thing.
take it you're not white.
No. Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
White people are crazy.
I'm not white. Brian, did we ever tell the audience this?
We've had this discussion before.
Okay.
Well,
Chris, did they know you're black?
I don't think they do. we probably lost a lot of our...
neither do I. Chris, you are as black as President Obama is white.
I am black as President Obama, yeah. You might as well call me an Uncle Tom. Anyway, so it sounds like you're going to have a horrible Christmas. You're not looking forward to the holiday. What do you plan to do on Christmas Day?
I plan on sleeping until I get woken up.
Yes, we were talking about that earlier.
You know, opening some presents.
Presents that you obviously don't want.
I want them.
But you don't want.
If they're what I asked for. And then...
You were fighting the hard fight on the war on Christmas.
And then...
People like you, why we have a war on Christmas.
If you want to meet a real-life Daria, just come over, because that's me.
La la
And
la
so-
la la.
I don't know about you, Brian, but I want to call her more often.
Perhaps, yes.
I'm so serious.
Anytime there's something happy, we'll just call Mel, and it's just gonna be... We'll
Mel,
shit all over it.
I don't know if you're funny all the time, but I'm seriously 12 beers deep, and you're fucking hilarious.
Chris could not lay off the bottle. It's something that comes with the holidays.
Who doesn't drink on the holidays?
It's how I deal with my family.
You know, people say we're drinking on the holidays because we're family and we're happy, but that's a lie. We drink because we're miserable. And we just hope that eventually, like, if we just keep pounding them down, it'll become good.
You're absolutely right.
And maybe for like 15 minutes it does, and then you get the guy that cries. And it just all it all melts. It all goes downhill.
It's a coping mechanism.
And it's horrible. I hate it.
Mm-hmm. My sister, who's the black sheep, she always ends up crying at the holidays.
Really?
Oh, God.
For what?
You know,
They just cry
my
because they
parents
love
spend
you.
so much money, they do so much for their kids, but Brian, it's not enough.
What, does she want you to go Christmas caroling, or what's that?
I don't know what the bitch wants. Sarah, no offense.
Oh, jeez.
Calling people out.
That's fair. I know she's not gonna listen to this, but I know my immediate family will enjoy the fuck out of this.
Chris name drops. He's been name dropping on the show lately.
It doesn't, you know, it's family, whatever.
It doesn't matter. If I was a stand-up comedian, I would throw my family under the bus. No big
I would too. They're going to be like the main source of my inspiration.
My father might be a drunk. Who knows? My mother could be a whore. I know my brother is metrosexual, which means he's gay, but he won't admit it. Mikey. But we're gonna.
Speaking of homosexuals,
yes.
My mom sent me to PetSmart today to get my brother a present because he has that 10-year-old overweight Chihuahua.
He's 10.
And the Chihuahua's 10.
Okay.
I'm talking about my older brother, the 30-year-old.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I was like, well, what is it? And she's like, oh, it's like a pet carrier. And I'm thinking like one of those bags. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird, but whatever. And like, no, it's like a baby holster thingy for dogs. Like you sit them in there and they look forward.
What? It's a stroller for dogs.
No, it's like, okay, so you know how people have those bags and they like stick their kids in them and it's like a book bag?
I've actually, wait.
Oh
they
yeah,
wear
they're
it on
like
their
a,
chest, right?
it's like a papoose or something they're called.
Yeah. My brother wanted that. A 30-year-old man wanted that for his 10-year-old Chihuahua.
That's interesting. Is he expecting?
I don't even like.
Is he like practicing to have a kid? Or?
They're not having kids. The Chihuahua's it.
It reminds me of that movie, Brian. What to expect when you're not expecting.
I never saw it.
Okay,
You never saw that?
No.
It sounds about right.
It had J-Lo in it, so I saw it.
Well, you know, are you Latino?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You know, you got a mixture of people here tonight.
I dig it. We're gonna be the majority like next year. So
No, we're not.
we will be in like the next 7 realistically.
You think so, but they'll find a way to kill us off again. They always do.
Would you guys like a blanket for Christmas?
Oh yes, please.
I would like a pass from the killing that Amelia is talking about. Katrina, I don't know, Sandy.
Well, I mean, originally we weren't real people, so
No,
you know.
we were slaves. But yeah.
Well, that's a good place as any to say happy holidays and wrap this up.
So, Mel, you have a Merry Christmas, even though you're going to hate it. You're probably going to sleep in. That's probably I will do until dinner's done.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I probably won't get anything that I asked for Christmas. I asked for tap shoes.
Chris
That's
is
the
gonna,
one
if
thing
you get tap shoes, you have to put on a show.
I will.
And we're filming it.
And I will call it Ode to Mel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, welcome. Thank you.
Well, Mel, thanks for calling in.
No problem.
Really
Have a good
appreciate
night.
it. And I really hope you do this again because, seriously, I've never laughed like this on a Skype interview, ever.
Right.
I'm not lying.
Right.
You probably don't listen,
Liar.
so.
I don't.
Such a charmer. All right, thanks for calling in.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
This is my stuff. Got to get off. I may go off. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've got to be direct. If I'm more pleased, correct. You're standing on my neck. Look right through me. Say I'm bloomy. Well, so sue me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've got to be direct. It's like a big train wreck. You're standing on my neck. You're standing on my neck.
So, Chris, we've had a lot of fun so far, but I understand that you're a big fan of Christmas poems.
I am a huge fan of Christmas poems, Brian. I think I told you it's a Christmas tradition of ours to actually reread the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" before we go to bed on Christmas Eve.
Oh, really? The actual poem, or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, do you
Well,
want?
no, it's not. Okay, it was the actual poem, and then I went snooping. I found some stuff in my dad's room, and well, these are my dad's special poems.
Oh, these are your dad's special Christmas poems.
Yes,
Well, these must be heartwarming. Should we read some of them?
they're very heartwarming, and I think we should.
All right. Well, maybe we'll just cue the music here.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Chris, and let's read your Christmas poems.
Okay, I'm ready. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and God, it was neat. The kids were both gone, and my wife was in heat. The doors were all bolted, the phone off the hook. It was time for some nookie, by hook or by crook.
Mama in her teddy, and I in the nude. We just hit the bedroom and reached for the lube. When out on the lawn, there arose such a cry that I lost my boner, and Mama went dry.
Up to the window, I sprang like an elf, tore back the shade while she played with herself. The moon on the crest of the snowman we built showed a broom up his ass, clean up to the hilt.
When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a rusty old sleigh and 8 mangy reindeer. When a fat little driver, half out of his sled, a sock in his ear and a bra on his head.
Sure as I'm speaking, he was high as a kite, and he yelled to his team, but it didn't sound right.
Whoa, shithead! Whoa, asshole! Whoa, stupid! Whoa, putz! Either you slow down this rig, or I'll cut off your nuts! Look out for the lampposts, and don't hit the tree! Quit shaking the sleigh, 'cause I really got to go pee!
They cleared the old lamppost, the tree got a rub, just as Santa leaned out and threw up on my shrub. And then from the roof we heard such a clatter, as each little reindeer now emptied his bladder. I was donning my jockeys to cover my ass, when down the chimney Santa came with a crash.
His suit was all smelly, with perfume galore. He looked like a bum, he smelled like a whore.
That's some brothel!
He said with a smile,
The reindeer are pooped. I'll just stay for a while.
He walked to the kitchen, for himself poured a drink, then whipped out his pecker and pissed in the sink. I started to laugh, my wife smiled with glee. The old boy was hung, nearly down to his knee.
Back in the den, Santa reached in his sack, but his toys were all gone, and some new things were packed. The first things he found was a pair of false tits. The next thing was a handgun with a penis that spits.
A box filled with condoms was Santa's next find, and 6 pair of panties, the edible kind. A bra without nipples, a penis extension, and several more things I shouldn't even mention.
A fuck ring, a G-string, all types of oil, a dildo so long that it laid in a coil.
This stuff ain't for kids. Mr. Santa would shit. So I'll leave him here and then I'll just split.
He filled every stocking and then took his leave with one tiny butt plug stuck under his sleeve. He sprang to his sleigh, but his feet were like lead. Thus he fell on his ass, and he broke wind instead.
In time he was seated, took reins of his hitch, saying,
Take me home, Rudolph. This night's been a bitch.
The sleigh was near gone when I heard Santa shout,
The best thing about pussy is, oh, it never wears out.
Oh, sentimental. That was great, guys. But I got something better. Season's greetings. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Barney Frank. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all alone I sat. So I turned on the computer for some online chat. Into a room I entered quite cautiously, when all of a sudden someone I envied. He described himself and sounded like a real cutie, but I didn't want to sound trollish or all tricky. So I asked the boy, do you have a lover? And when he said no, I invited him right over. I washed my face, I combed my hair, threw open my closet, God what to wear. And then it came a knock. I opened the door. I asked him to step in so I could see him more. Then with amazement and great surprise stood Antonio Sambato Jr. right before my eyes. This can't be real. I must be dreaming. There I stood with my boner. Lord, I was creaming. He smiled and reached out. Boy, I was ready. His grip was firm and hands very steady. It took just a moment. It didn't last long. Then with a smile and a wink, Antonio was gone. But I really can't bitch, need no to complain. Now if I can only remember that man's screen name.
Brian.
Chris, I had fun as always. I don't know about you.
I am full of jubilee, Brian. The Christmas spirit is flowing through me. I had a fucking awesome time.
Yes, it's the winter solstice. It's the holiday season. I feel that we covered it pretty well. We're wrapping it all up.
I think we did. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The most wonderful, beautiful, special time of the year.
And this show is probably one of the best shows of the year.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Joyful Festivus.
Yeah.
Did I cover it? I think I covered just about all of it. Oh, and Happy New Year. And Happy New Year.
Yeah, I think you did it all.
Chris, what should people do for the new year? They should follow our Facebook page, right?
They should follow our Facebook page.
The Mitten Men on Facebook. Just look it up, The Mitten Men.
Yup. Also, you can email us at themittenmen@gmail.com.
Yes, you can. And there's also Twitter. Usually you're talking to me on there, not Chris.
Because it's stupid. I don't know how it works.
That's at The Mitten Men on Twitter. And, well, I guess y'all just have a Happy New Year.
A safe, happy New Year.
Happy holidays, Happy New Year. Looks like we made it past the apocalypse, so I'll see you in 2013, Chris.
Sounds great, Brian. I'll see you in the future.
And we will see all of you in the future on the next episode of
The Mitten Men.
The Mitten Men. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.